Uzi Vert, relevant. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a really good episode for you today. Let me tell y'all something. Lil Uzi Vert is officially back making some goddamn music, and he dropped a song called Relevant. And this song is fucking relevant. I mean, number 2 on trending. I mean, Lord mighty. You know, before we even get into the song, I do just want to talk about the music video because I think this is one of the better Lil Uzi Vert, music videos that I've seen. You know, just all the different fits looked fire, all the different camera angles were going crazy. Each shot, just felt, larger than life. So if I was doing, music video reviews, this would honestly be one of the top rap ones that I've seen for sure. This one's got a lot to it, which is pretty fun. But guys, I told y'all last episode for the last Lil Uzi Vert song, I said I was going to cover this one too right the next day. And here we fucking are, guys. So let's get into it. Lil Uzi Vert, Relevant. Is this song, I really like Chanel Boy. I think Chanel Boy had a lot to it. But I think this one is even more fun. You start off and you immediately just jump into the fucking song. I mean, there's no build-up. There's no warm-up. There's no fucking, music video skit to get going. You are just right on this damn song. And I really do enjoy this beat. I really do like all the different synths, all the different little, piano, kind of key synths that are kind of throughout this whole entire song. They just make the song just feel a lot more alive when I'm listening to it, and I just have a really good time, when all of these different elements are combining, all these different elements are really being put to work, and, you have this bass. You have this bass that, these 808s just sound so fucking, the impact on these damn 808s is like if you're driving down a highway in your fucking car, the speakers blow out. That's what it kind of feels like, but it's like in a really fire way. Like your speakers blow out, but they suddenly get even more bassy. They get even more better as you keep driving down this damn highway. And that's kind of how I feel about this song with this beat. The 808s, they're booming. I mean, they're throughout this whole entire goddamn track. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. And then, you have these drums. Now, I'm the kind of guy who I love my drums having a lot of impact, but I think the way the drums are worked on here are actually pretty worked well because it doesn't feel, like you have, some 808s that are overbearing and then you got some trap drums that are overbearing. The trap drums are kind of chill. They're kind of in that background kind of thing doing it. And I really do enjoy how the drums, they're not one of the mainstays here. You're kind of relying on the instrumental. You're kind of relying on the 808s. You're kind of relying on those other elements. So I definitely do enjoy that, what I'm hearing from this song. I really do enjoy this beat. I think this beat fucking kicks ass. I think if you want a new sounding trap song, if you're kind of tired of, the 808s in the same drum loop pattern, this has got some switch ups to it. This has got some moments where the beat kind of calms down, kind of calms back in. And it's just like, goddamn, Lord mighty, this shit goes fucking hard. I really do enjoy what I'm hearing. I think this is one of the better Lil Uzi Vert beats that I've heard in the recent 2025. So that's pretty fucking cool. And one of the things that I definitely do enjoy about this whole entire track is the fact that you got Lil Uzi Vert coming on here with a really great hook. Let's talk about the hook. The hook is one of the mainstays on this song, one of the main parts of this song, and this is kind of the lost element of rap music these days. Rap music has been struggling, in my opinion, with hooks. I mean, goddamn, sometimes I listen to a hook from a rap song in the 2025s, and I'm just like, what in the fuck am I hearing? Lord mighty. This right here, though, is how you do a fucking hook. You have that really luscious, synthy, really great 8-bit kind of instrumental trap beat. But then you got some really good hook. You got a really good hook that sounds good. It's got a good flow to it. The vocals are really nice, too. I like all the background vocals kind of just adding a really nice vibe. A lot of Playboi Carti songs had that same thing where, you're using the background vocals to your advantage. You're adding some atmosphere. You're adding to the track. You're making it sound really fucking good. And it's like, goddamn, that shit's fantastic in my opinion. So I really do enjoy this hook. The flow's really good. I like the vocals. It can easily get stuck in your head as you're listening to this fucking song. And I'd say one of the main things about the Irrelevant is that you get that slight flow switch at the end of the hook. And, kind of Lil Uzi Vert saying, how am I irrelevant? When I've put everybody else who is relevant right now on my sound. And that's what you're kind of getting from this song, which is pretty cool. And I also like the fact, too, that we kind of get a flow switch for the second verse. The second verse is not the same as the first one, which is pretty awesome. I love it when rappers actually switch it up, especially when we get, more into the song as it keeps going on. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty, so I really do enjoy that. That second verse, with that flow switch really comes in hard. I really do enjoy what I'm hearing. I like the flow. I like everything about that. I think if you have a second verse and you kind of just do the same flow over and over and over again, it's not going to sound that good. But if you're actually switching up your vocals, or you're switching up your flows, or you're just adding something that can really make the song good, I think overall you're going to have a really good experience with that song. So I really do enjoy the second verse. I think it's really great. Gets the job done. And I do love that flow switch. Alright, goddamn. Alright, you get that flow switch in there, and I'm just kind of like, man, it feels like you're on clouds. It feels like you're on cloud 9. It feels like you're laying on the damn clouds when Lil Uzi Vert's hitting that flow switch. It is just like, holy fucking shit. I didn't want to talk about too much about his last album, because we already did that with Chanel Boy. But these two songs right here just show me that, whatever Lil Uzi Vert was doing in the past, trying to get out of his old label, I'm glad he's in a new label now, and he can really start dropping some good-ass music. And these two songs are already a really good example of, some really good music from Lil Uzi Vert. Something that, I think the rap game has been missing. This is definitely something to get, everybody kind of, refigrated. Kind of like, oh yeah, we can fucking do this shit too. So overall, guys, when we talk about Lil Uzi Vert Relevant, I really do enjoy the beat. Beat sounds fucking fire. Love the luscious synths and piano and all the different elements. Those 808s, those drums. I mean, holy fucking shit. Play this song with some good-ass headphones and you're going to be having a good-ass time. Then you have a really good, addicting hook from Lil Uzi Vert, which, hey, sounds really fucking good too. Easily gets stuck in your head. That flow switch goes fucking crazy. And then you got that really nice couple of verses in here with the good rapping, with some nice flow switches, just adding a lot to this song, which is really nice. Overall, I really enjoyed what I heard from this song from Lil Uzi Vert. Lil Uzi Vert Relevant overall is going to get an easy 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What did y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single goddamn day. Get ready for Thanksgiving night. We will be having some content up for Thanksgiving night. I'm still wondering what we're going to be doing, but hey, I'm so ready for whatever's going to be dropping on a good Thursday night. So make sure y'all get ready for that. We got a lot of content coming out, to, kind of cap off the holiday, week. We'll have some Thursday night content. We'll have some Friday night content. We'll kind of end off this little nice Thanksgiving week with some good old content. So make sure y'all follow the show. We got a lot more stuff coming up. And Lil Uzi Vert's back. I hope Lil Uzi Vert's dropping an album soon. I hope this is gearing up for an album, because it would just, be fucking awesome in my opinion. But yeah, guys, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.